Welcome back to the Dutch Football League. Next up, we're in Arnhem, where home side Vitesse in the black and yellow strip take on Rode JC. Crowd here at the Gelredome of just under 20,000. I'm coming close, but Edward Stirring will expect more. Vitesse really have gone through a bad run of form. They were up as high as 6th at one time this season. They're now down in 12th. Richard Nopper was in there, as was Purell Frankel. Referee goes straight for his pocket. Dick Van Egmond pulls out a yellow card, the first of this match for Siba Blondel. Vitesse on the attack. There's a great open opportunity. Theo Jansen really should have done much better with that. Vincent Lachambre, they're giving away the corner. Oh, that's an own goal. Ger Senden got in the way, and Vitesse are up 1-0. Thanks to Ger Senden. Keep a close look, a close eye on the JC skipper. This an even better angle, straight off the head of Ger Senden. Own goal, 1-0. Vicelic. Vicelic being sent back. Oh, nice back heel, but Remco van der Schaaf, well, whether that was intentional or whether the AC player simply got in the way, he's just out a yellow card. Oh, and that certainly was intentional for initially, at least, Vicelic dragged down by van der Schaaf. Straight in. Simon Siemer scores on 47 minutes. And JC equalise. Oh, and that dipped down wonderfully. Action now from the second half. That's Siemer. A great intercept by Vitesse, and they've got plenty of pace as well. Well, Voigt's gone down for JC. But Vitesse continue. Claims of offside. It appears possibly it was. Mads Juncker was the furthest player ahead. That was the earlier incident, unintentional, certainly on Vitesse's part. But Mads Juncker certainly was offside, so no goal. So this definitely turning out into a niggly match. And off goes Siba Blondel. The referee will start to have a hard time keeping this much under control. That all happened so quickly. But Baldassar Bodor, that goal will stand. 80 minutes, he was onside. Absolutely no doubt about that. And Harold Vappenaar not really given much chance to stop that at all. And that's 2-1 to JC. Great pace from JC, and Bodor scores again. On 95 minutes, Siemer set him up, and that is very much it for Vitesse. No time to come back. The final score, JC 3, Vitesse 1. Next up, NAC Breda in the yellow strip against RBC. RBC sitting at the bottom of the table, having recently registered their first win this season. Great keeping. Mark Volders is pressing that one over the top. Oh, can he keep it out? Well, the team does. Volders out of position. Crowd here at the NAC Stadium of 15,000. NAC, who recently lost Pierre van Hooijdonk, who returned home to Feyenoord. He was very unhappy at the club under coach Cieslock. They reached mutual agreement, and he's now back. Swiss international Johan von Lanthen there. Derelic losing it. Tim Smolders getting a little reprimand from the referee. Mark Volders there with a pretty solid stop in goal. Snow coming back to chase. Oh, RBC terribly unlucky. And the oldest player on the pitch, Henk Vos, the RBC skipper, dreadfully unlucky with that. Davy Schollen certainly wasn't about to stop it. Oh, an own goal. Akram Rumani scores an own goal on 36 minutes. And not much Mark Volders could have done about that. It was a fairly ordinary cross from Timothy Derelic. RBC completely made a meal of it now in the second half. Last weekend that we saw RBC register their first win of the season under new coach Robert Mashkamp, and NAC are doing most of the scoring here. Arnie Slot scores on 47 minutes. Leonardo doing most of the work here, drawing in all those defenders. They made heaps of room. This is Snow. Still Snow. And now RBC. Silla goes down, puts up his hands for a penalty. And while all that's going on, Bjorn Dahlmann scores on 58 minutes. Here's Silla, though. Here's Silla, who says he was tripped. A few of his teammates seem to agree. And Cieslock there, the NAC coach, looking a little worried, even though his side is still leading 2-1. Cieslock, the youngest coach in the Dutch league, has been for a number of years. Solid stop from Mark Volders. Disappointed Henk Vos, the skipper of RBC, walks off, but it's now virtually impossible for RBC to climb out of relegation danger. Next up, we're in Rotterdam, where home side Feyenoord take on Utrecht. Utrecht playing here in the blue tops crowd here in Rotterdam at De Koop of 40,000. Dirk Kuyt there, last season's top scorer. Oh, that's kept low. It dropped dangerously short. Perfect placement, really. Utrecht at 6s and 7s here, and now they've given away a penalty through Tiendali. Dwight Tiendali also picks up a yellow card for his troubles. Solomon Kalou hit the turf. Well, there wasn't much contact, but Tiendali should have known better. Oosterwolde makes a great stop. And not many goalkeepers can say they've stopped a penalty from the likes of Dirk Kuyt. Not that well taken either. It really took a lot of pace off it. Plenty of time for Oosterwolde to get to it. This is Kuyt. Solomon Kalou's calling for it. And that pair have worked so well together over the last 2 seasons. Solomon Kalou again. This time, he makes no mistake. The Canadian Jonathan de Guzman set him up and really timed that pass perfectly. Erwin Koeman, the Feyenoord coach, has done such a superb job with the club since taking over in the summer, completely beating Oosterwolde. That puts Solomon Kalou up in the top 5 of the goal-scoring charts this season. Action now from the second half. Dirk Kuyt just casually flicks that in on 49 minutes. Pieter Colin gave him the ball, and that's 2-0. And really, in the end, he had a couple of options. Kalou was one of them. And a really well-timed cross from Pieter Colin. Shot over the top from Adil Ramsey. It was Marc-Antoine Fortuné, the Frenchman, who did most of the running there. Dal Douglas now on the pitch, coming on as a second half substitution. Snow blowing down here. Absolutely dreadful conditions for football. That's de Guzman, brought down by Etienne Chou-Adjon. Well, the snow stopped for the time being, and that was just silly. Dragging down Dirk Kuyt. And guess what? That's his second yellow. Etienne Chou-Adjon on 84 minutes, and Utrecht now down to 10 men. That was just crazy. So Feyenoord still leading Utrecht 2-0 here at the Koop. Well met. Solomon Kalou gets his second goal, and on 90 minutes, that really is the last nail into the box for Utrecht. No chance to come back. Feyenoord will keep up the chase with PSV, although it's looking less and less likely that they'll be able to catch them. 3-0 Feyenoord here over at Utrecht.